This is Crystal Ciro, RN, BSN, here to give you some tips and tricks to improve our care. Today's topic is 60-day care summary. This is required documentation. Your 60-day summary is a Medicare requirement and should contain the following elements: a detailed summary of the last 60 days, a detailed summary to describe why you are recertifying them and keeping them on home care service, their homebound status, living situation, equipment, their vital sign ranges from the past 60 days. Is therapy going to continue? If so, why and what kind of therapy? Address any routine lab, routine injections, or any wound cares that is being performed. What should you be documenting? This should be a detailed summary of the last 60 days, which should include any medication changes, any changes in the patient's condition, any hospital admissions, any falls, any items that you feel were pertinent that happened in the last 60 days. Next, we want a detailed summary to describe why you are recertifying them. We don't want something generic, like medication management, disease management. What are you actually going to do for this patient in the next 60 days? What skill will we be providing for that patient? Homebound status, talking about their living situation, any equipment. This adds to their story and why they need us for their home care. Remember, homebound status is a qualifying criteria which allows Medicare to pay for them to be on home care service, so it is a vital part of your documentation. Continuing on what you should be documenting, we also want the vital sign ranges from the past 60 days. These ranges can help support the reasons why your patient is being recertified. Out-of-range blood pressures, out-of-range blood sugars, anything like that can help justify why you need to stay in their home. If therapy is continuing, why? Do your research. Call the therapist. Know if they're going to stay in the home. If so, why are they staying in the home? You really need to know what is going on with your patient. Don't just assume. Don't go off what the patient says. You need to get a report from that therapist to find out. Adjust any routine lab, injections, or wound care. Has the wound care changed several times in the past 60 days? How is the wound healing? Is it not healing? Are they going to the wound care center? Is the patient non-compliant? Are we drawing labs on a regular basis? If so, have those results been in normal range in the past 60 days? If not, what are we doing about it? Remember, you should be able to read this summary. Anybody should be able to read this summary and know exactly what has gone on with this patient the past 60 days, as well as know what the agency will be doing for the patient in the next 60 days. As we know, all ordering physicians are not usually the only physician that is providing care for your patient. This summary will also allow everyone to stay up to speed on the care that the patient has received.